at one point.
Listen to this. In an unsettling attempt to increase brand visibility and broaden its demographic appeal, the General Mills Corporation unveiled a new backstory for its iconic Honey Nut Cheerios V character Monday, giving the cartoon insect a traumatic personal history of childhood abuse in a foster home.
What? Please tell me that's not true.
It's on. What do you think? It's from The Onion. Hey, and for you guys out there, Jenny McCarthy's going to post nude in Playboy again.
Meh.
We'll start. Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll say hello to the peoples of the internet. This is the BrunoBlargg thingy. Of course, we all know it's a podcast. So, introduce yourself, guys. Sorry.
But yeah, we got Jay over there. Say hi.
Hi.
And Shawn, man of chance.
Sup?
No, come on, you gotta do it. No way, you gotta do it.
What?
Do it. Shawn's gotta do it. I'm the man. Do it.
I'm the man of chance.
God, I love that.
And I'm Chad. You know, I do the stuff. I'm the geeky one, I guess. I don't know. I do the geeky stuff because I record and do all the editing and garbage. So yeah.
That's because you're a geek.
I'm not a geek though. I'm probably the most physically apt out of all of us in the group.
Oh.
I'm pretty physically apt. Calling you out, Chad.
Push-up contest.
Yeah. No. Next time in California.
So, how was your guys' day today? Anything exciting happen?
I had lobster.
Really?
My rich-ass parents took me to an all-you-can-eat lobster buffet, which
Whoa,
is pretty nice.
Ooh, noms.
So right now I'm resting off that. First world problems.
He's a food coma right now.
All-you-can-eat lobster. Aww. It's delicious.
Now, was it already out of the shell?
It's like the lobster's cut in half.
Okay.
So you got like the tail and then also the claw.
No.
And you also got good, delicious snow crabs too. It's a little bit of a pain to get them out of the shell, but it's delicious.
What about you, Chad? Anything exciting?
Not really. I got some audio software and a controller coming in for making beats and stuff. So I'll actually have a somewhat decent setup as opposed to what I've been running, which is just like a crappy little video editor that I can sort of chop things with.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you guys about my first experience with lobster. I was 17, and I'd never had lobster before. So I spent the night at a friend's house, and her dad brought home lobsters. So her mom made them, and I'm looking around the table because I'd never had lobster before. And I'm just kind of watching everybody, and my friend looked at me, and I just shrugged my shoulders, and I picked up the lobster and started banging it on the table.
Nice.
I did. I just picked up the lobster and started banging it on the edge of the table. Her mother was horrified. Her father was laughing his ass off, though.
You think? Damn.
I didn't know how to use, like, the little, hickamabob to crack the shell.
Oh, like the crackers. Yeah. It's a real pain. Was it like a whole lobster?
The whole thing.
Oh, yeah, those are a pain to open up.
Yeah. And
it's like a whole process and everything.
Yeah, so that was my only experience with lobster.
I thought you were going to give us some, like, horrifying of, like, how you saw it was originally made. I know a lot of people hate that.
No.
Gotta boil them alive.
I did. Just throw them in the pot. And
yes.
She said goodbye to each one, though, so they didn't.
Although you could do the more humane thing, which a lot of people do, is cut them in half while they're alive.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
apparently the... Yeah, I don't know.
Can you imagine a lobster's last thought? See the knife coming at it?
It's like, well, this is.
Although a lot of people put it in the freezer to try and make it numb or something.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Well, in reality, their lobster's like, it's so cold.
Why are you doing this to me?
I remember that reminds me of like I was like a little kid, and back when I lived down here before my 10 Canada years, which was crazy. Well, last time I lived down here, me, my dad, and my brother, we went to a, like this whole thing where we went like clamming and crabbing and stuff, like went really nuts with it. One day we went, you know, clamming and did the whole, we were actually getting horseshoe clams, you know, the really big ones that are they're like football size, and they got like the long neck things. Basically, like you find one, you got this massive PVC pipe that's like 2 feet wide, maybe as tall as I was then. And then you stick it in the sand around where the clam is, and then you like slam it down and shove it down into the sand as much as you can so it can't like dig to the side. And it kind of makes it hard for the clam to dig down. So you like shove that all the way down, and then you dig for it and pull it up. Because you know because the way clams are is like you go to dig for them and they'll just dig down and kind of disappear really fast. So you gotta do that and like just really go nuts with it. Anyway, that's the best. I think that's the only time I really enjoyed clam chowder was that time we did all that. Anyway, one of those nights we actually had a crab. We had a live crab and just stuck it in the frying pan with some butter and stuck the lid on it. Only the lid like didn't go over the claws. Like the claws were sticking out and they were like moving and trying to claw its way out. It was pretty bad. It let out this screeching noise for a while, and eventually it finally died, so it stopped moving and the noise stopped happening.
Oh my god!
And we finished cooking it and eating it, and it was delicious.
And no fucks were given.
Exactly. Exactly. And then the next day we had like mussels. We had some, I guess it was raw mussels. And we like cracking them open. People were like doing the whole like, no, you're not gonna eat that. That's like, oh, don't eat that. Blah blah blah. You know, doing that whole thing. And my dad, who's a bit of a nut, but he's awesome. He decides he's gonna be the guy to eat it. Well, like basically, dudes were being like, oh, you're not supposed to eat that. Oh, it's so bad. Basically, this was we had a VHS shoulder mount video camera, like home video for a VHS, like way back. It was pretty awesome, and we actually recorded it where my dad grabbed one of those things and he like did the whole holding it over your mouth before you eat. So and everybody's like, no, don't do it. He chomps it down, and then like this guitar dude Neil, who's also a super legit dude. I haven't seen him in forever. And then he does it, and it's like became this whole thing, and everybody eventually did. It was pretty funny. But it's like just randomly eating raw mussels, which is not exactly a safe thing, because, it's raw shellfish. But, I mean, nobody got sick from it, but it was just one of those, like, crazy manly outings. It was like, going out, getting cold, getting dirty, and digging in sand for clams, and, yeah, it's pretty...
Kind of like takes you guys back to your caveman days.
No, it's a legit trip, though. It was awesome.
See, I'm not a big seafood person, but I've always wanted to try scallops.
Bacon-wrapped scallops. I've had bacon-wrapped scallops, and they're delicious. I'm not really a seafood guy. I'm not really a seafood person either, but I love bacon-wrapped scallops. They're delicious.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try them.
Yeah. Well, I had him at what was called the Dingy Dock Pub, which was during the Canada years. There was this place that we would take our Boston Whaler to. Well, it wasn't really a Boston Whaler. It was like a spin-off or whatever. Anyway, powerboat. We'd boat out to this pub that was like on the side of a little island called Protection Island, because it was like just across. It was like in the center of the bay on the side of the big island. Anyway, there was this pub there, and it was like, the place was totally like funny and weird, but the food was awesome. And during the summer, back when gas was cheap, we'd boat out there, and we'd have like the gnarliest nachos ever. And then my brother would have fish and chips, and then one time my mom had one of the very few times my mom actually came with us on one of those things. She had some bacon wrapped scallops, and I got to have one, and they were delicious. They were amazing. But yeah, the nachos at that place were the best. The nachos at that place were amazingly awesome. Think about it this way. It's like you got a mountain of nachos, and you got the olives, the green onions, and all the other stuff that you'd expect on really good nachos, and the cheese is all the way through it, and it's everywhere. There's like tons of it, and it's amazing. Like, it's not like normal nachos you get now, where it's like they make a big pile of chips, put some stuff on it, and then make a layer of cheese on top. No. We're talking. It's like chips, cheese, chips, cheese, chips, cheese. Like, they did the whole layer thing, and the thing had to be like a foot high. Oh,
you're getting turned on right now, aren't you?
It's so delicious.
I'm glad I just had a great meal, or else I'd be drooling.
Yeah, me and my dad would always go and share one because it was just too big for one person. They're the best.
See, what I can't stand? I hate raw tomatoes. I will not eat them. They just look disgusting. They smell disgusting. And I tasted them once, and they taste disgusting.
That's weird.
Personally, I don't like tomatoes at all. Like, other than, like, if they're made into ketchup, I'll eat it. But, like, I don't like, actual tomatoes at all.
Me either.
That's weird.
And if there's, like, any kind of, like, tomato seed on anything, I will not eat it. If I see it, I'm like, oh, no.
Just one tiny little seed?
Oh, no. It just ruins the whole thing for me.
Damn.
I'm like, oh, crap. It's got tomato guts on it. I don't want it.
So, let me guess, you really hate those little cherry tomatoes, right?
I do.
The ones that kind of explode in your mouth?
Yeah. And gross. I don't like raw.
Some people
I used to like them. I used to really like those. I don't like them quite as much now, but I used to love those things. Probably because I accidentally bit into one and it like squirted in somebody's face and it was hilarious. That's probably why I liked them.
I don't like raw onions either.
Oh, my niece, she will eat raw onions like apples.
Oh, gross.
It's disgusting.
Oh.
But I think she mostly does it just for the display, but she does like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, although raw onions like on a burger or something like that.
Oh.
That's
I'm not a fan of raw onions either.
Me either.
I like lettuce. That's it.
Yeah, same here.
There's my veggies for my sandwich. Lettuce. Don't do tomatoes, onions. Get that shit out of here.
What about olives?
That's worse.
What do you like pickles?
I like pickles.
Okay.
You like
dill pickles, not sweet pickles.
Not sweet
I hate
pickles.
sweet pickles.
Sweet pickles are disgusting.
At least
they're like, why isn't this sour?
There is some hope left for you. You do like dill pickles, so.
Dill pickles are delicious. I will eat dill pickles all day.
You know what's disgusting? My friend Jesse, he shoves those like processed cheese square things. You know, those little strips that like are like weird. It's disgusting. He likes to bite the top off a pickle, hollow it out, and shove that processed cheese stuff inside it.
What?
It's disgusting.
What gives you that idea?
I don't know. But he does it, and it's horrible.
It seems incredibly time-consuming also.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna go and like just cut out this little circle in the middle of a pickle and then fill it with cheese. And then, I don't know, it just seems really time-consuming and doesn't seem like it'd be good. And why doesn't he just like put it on top? Why does he have to like hollow out the middle?
I don't know, man. It's messed.
They're called bread and butter pickles. Disgusting.
Wait, what?
What?
The sweet pickles that Sean's talking about, they're called bread and butter pickles.
Or just sweet pickles in general.
Oh, gross. Disgusting.
Yeah, I hate those kinds.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
I accidentally ate one by accident because we had a barbecue once. We had family over, and my mom put together this plate, you know, with cheese and pickles and stuff. Well, I wasn't watching, and I reached over, and I actually got one of the sweet pickles and ate. Oh, a guy almost got sick. And it started a 20-minute lecture to my mother about you put pickles opposite each other, not next to each other.
Yeah.
They're touching, then you got
I hate people who just like give you a plate of pickles, and then you're kind of like, are these sweet pickles or not? I don't know. I don't want to be that guy who just asks.
Yeah, it's sketchy.
Are these dill? Because if they're not dill, I no.
I don't feel bad at all about asking about like at a restaurant or something like that. Like, like if it's something that I don't feel bad at all about being like, yo, this is not cool. I want something else. Like, you know, or like somebody gets my order, or like somebody gets my order wrong, even if it's like something minor, I don't feel bad about having them correct it. Like if I don't have the time for it, or I just don't really care, then I won't bother. But if it's something I actually like, oh come on, I don't like this really, then I don't feel bad at all about having to fix it. Like, come on.
So, Chad, you like spit in your food then?
Wait, what?
If you send back your food and you annoy your waiter or waitresses, they'll spit in your food.
No, I don't annoy them, but I don't feel bad about having them fix it. I'm not gonna be like, yo, this shit sucks. You better fix this. You know, I don't act like that. I'd be like, hey man, you know, you kind of got this wrong. Could you please fix that? And they're like, oh, sure. Or if I can tell, or if, you know, the people are total douches, then I won't bother. Cause it's like, I'm not gonna risk it.
You just see your waitress talking a loogie, like right before she gives you your food.
Well, have you guys seen the movie Waiting?
I've seen parts of it on Comedy Central. I have seen that part, which disgusts me to this day. Or, you know, the Eminem music video where he spits on the onion rings? That's disgusting, where it just hangs off her lip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I won't eat tomatoes. I won't eat onions, olives. Olives are disgusting. Oh, God, it's so disgusting.
We're really teasing the people who are listening to this, because at first we were giving them some really good descriptions.
I love Greek olives, though.
I don't.
Do you, like, pop them like cherries?
Oh.
I don't know. I love them. Like, it's... Ugh. Like, I'll eat, like, Greek salad. Like, Greek salads with, like, the feta and stuff. I love those things.
I don't like radishes. Radishes are disgusting.
I agree with that.
Oh.
I like carrots, though.
Carrots are good.
They're honestly better raw than cooked.
Yes, definitely. Unless they're cooked with honey, then carrots are really good.
I never had them with honey.
Yeah. You make a sauce with honey, you cut the carrots up. You know what's going to happen? Everyone's going to see this podcast, and everyone's going to get the munchies. I want a hamburger now.
We're really going back and forth with them, because we're going from, like, delicious meals to, like, disgusting stories about meals and back and forth, so we're really teasing them with this.
It's like once the delicious story is done, just pause it and go get something to eat. Don't wait any longer, or it'll kill it. We're like, no, I don't want any food anymore.
There's some foods that people eat that are disgusting. I'm sorry, you know. I can't get one thing: sweetbreads.
Wait, what?
Sweetbreads?
Yeah, I forget what they are. There's some part of a sheep or something. I don't know if it's the kidneys or something, or whatever. Some internal organ.
I don't like
called sweetbreads.
Sweetbread?
Yeah, sweetbreads. Now I'm going to have to look it up, because now it's bothering me.
I've never heard of it. I thought you meant like some kind of flavored bread. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I've never heard of some portion of a...
Oh, here it is. It is the... Hold on. Yay, Wikipedia. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, and...
Sweetbreads are culinary names for the thymus or pancreas of a calf or lamb.
Ew.
Yeah, so basically...
Damn.
The throat, gullet, neck, heart, stomach, belly. Yeah.
Sounds awful.
Yeah,
Who wants some haggis while we're at it?
Oh, God.
Oh, if haggis is done properly, if haggis is done right, it's pretty legit. But 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, and, as I want to kind of change topics. I just saw by Vitamin Water a meme-themed commercial.
Uh-oh.
The memes are making mainstream.
Oh, God. That scares me.
And now
then
again,
I mean, Marvel put out a meme. Marvel put out that
Avengers. Is it like a forced meme or an actual meme?
No, like an Avengers meme. The whole...
Oh, the one with the Your Turn Now Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Marvel did do that.
Yeah.
They passed the 1 billion mark.
They did?
After 19 days, they hit $1 billion.
Wow, and still trucking.
Yeah, they broke every box office record there is.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna say it's pretty easy to do that though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just because, after
Inflation,
every movie,
for one.
inflation's such a big part of it, and that's pretty much the biggest part. Although there has been a decrease in people having money because of the awful economy, but inflation just goes up so much. It's so easy.
The movie that had the last record for the first opening weekend was like Deathly Hallows or whatever, the Harry Potter movie.
Harry Potter, yeah.
If someone had told me,
Titanic.
if someone had told me that was the previous record holder, I would have immediately said, yeah, Avengers is going to beat that. Avengers versus Harry Potter, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Marvel Comics, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm going with Marvel Comics.
Although Harry Potter does have a pretty big following, though.
They do have a pretty big following, but Marvel Comics, I think, appeals to more people.
I don't know, with the Avengers, I didn't hear much talk about it until after the movie. Everyone just started blowing up about it. With
Well, that's
the Harry
because,
Potter, I
did
felt
you
like
watch
everyone
the
was
previous
blowing
movie?
about it.
Did you watch the other movies, though?
Yeah, I did.
Captain
I didn't.
America and Thor,
I watched
like
Iron Man 2, and then I watched Thor shortly before it was released.
Right.
But I never saw. I saw the end of Captain America with some of my friends, and they were like, "Oh, nothing else really matters for the Avengers."
Oh, come on! Captain America's a good movie, though.
I've never seen it.
I would have watched the whole thing, but unfortunately, I think it was at class at the time. I don't remember where exactly I was.
If you get the chance, you should watch it, because it is really good.
I'll probably eventually watch it or something.
Yeah, our first episode of Jay Hates Movies we'll watch Captain America.
What, you didn't like it?
I don't know, I've never seen it, so... Well, you heard me bitch about that movie Vacancy, oh my god.
Well, yeah, because that's a genuinely bad movie. We should, if we're gonna do a thing called Jay Hates Movies, we should do a movie that you might actually hate. Because Captain America's a damn good movie.
Start off. Yeah. We're gonna do a series called Jay Hates, movies, and then the first episode, Jay isn't gonna hate the movie.
Yeah, that's like saying, oh, we're gonna do a thing called Jay Hates Video Games, and the first game is gonna...
Oh, if you want to hear me bitch, we'll watch Troy.
Although we could do the ironic hipster thing. Yeah, Jay hates movies, but she reviews all the movies she loves. See what we did there?
Tricked you. No. Yeah, if we do that, the first movie we'll do is Troy.
Oh, yeah, because that's a movie she really hates.
I fucking hate that movie. And then Saving Private Ryan, because I fucking hate that movie too.
You hate that movie? I love Saving Private Ryan.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan is pretty legit.
The whole thing that pissed me off, all the guy had to do was give out the ammo. His only job. This little rat fink bastard.
That guy did kind of piss me off. But I liked his character in the overall movie, but I hate, how he was such a bitch the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He was a character you loved to hate. That's what he was.
And Vin Diesel was in it.
And most movies should have that. Most movies should have a character you love to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the enemy in every single movie.
Yeah, exactly. Iron Man 2, for example. Mickey Rourke.
He was awful.
Yeah, wait, what?
He was off. I don't know.
You thought he was bad?
He didn't do it for me. I don't know. He wasn't as... I don't know. For me, kind of fell flat.
Chad, he didn't do it for her.
Yeah.
Wink.
I don't know.
Apparently he didn't do it for her.
I don't know what it was. It just, he didn't really keep me...
I don't think she notices. ...interested
in the story. It's like, oh, he hates Tony Stark because he thinks that Tony Stark's daddy stole his daddy's whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, no. I mean, granted, the whips he made were fucking awesome.
Well, what's the usual motivation for a villain? Cause chaos, make money? That's not much better.
Or Eggman, let's just blow up the Earth and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's like Marvin the Martian.
Well, he has a legitimate reason because he's a Martian.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck Earth. With Eggman, it's just like, where the hell do you go now?
All Marvin wanted to do was blow up the Earth because it blocked his view of Venus.
Yeah, exactly. Like Marvin has a legitimate reason. Most villains, like what about like the Joker in Dark Knight? Did he have a reason? No, he didn't.
He was just evil.
He was just
that was it.
Yeah, he was just evil and causing chaos. That's it. Like he didn't
batshit
have
cray.
any reason at all. Like, and people act like he was the best movie villain ever. And then Iron Man 2 comes along, and the villain has an actual reason, and people hate on it. Like, what the hell?
Speaking of
So there.
the Dark Knight, when's the next Batman movie coming out?
Oh, Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
Did they give a date? Because I know you see a preview of it during the Avengers. But I don't think they didn't give a date.
I can look it up. I can look it up. I'm sure it's
To
out.
the Google.
Yes, to the Google. Or I use Yahoo, but whatever.
Yahoo!
Yep.
If you want to be real old school, you use AOL.
If you want to be real old school, you use Dogpile.
Netscape.
I've never even heard of that. I have heard of Netscape.
Yeah. So
I remember I saw one picture, it was like, oh, I accidentally used AOL today, and I feel like a bunch of people at AOL felt really good about the future.
Someone's using us! Some little white lips, they get all excited. Ooh, champagne, whee!
I think it says July 20th. Let me make sure. Let me go back. I've almost found it.
Yeah, let's get started on Bane again. It looks like, a refugee from Mortal Kombat.
He looks like smoke.
Ugh.
Here we are. Release date 20th July 2012. So that's not that far off.
No.
Yeah, he's not even gonna. That movie's not even gonna get anywhere near the Avengers.
You don't think it's gonna touch the Avengers?
No, as far as money goes, just
No?
the way it. Because look at it this way: the amount of hype that the Avengers had as far as previous movies. I mean, Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2. Then you had Thor, Captain America, and even that Hulk movie that they didn't really want to follow, but that one had a teaser for Avengers as well.
Yeah.
At the end of the credits, so it's like they've been teasing it for a while.
Hulk, Avengers. I did.
The new Hulk was a lot better.
He's exactly how I expected, Dr. Banner to be. This twitchy, nervous, almost Jekyll and Hyde type of mentality.
Well,
and I liked it.
And the first Hulk was, of course, completely awful. I saw that movie. I didn't bother seeing the newer one.
The Eric Bana one? Yeah, that one was pretty bad.
The regular Hulk, completely awful. The Incredible Hulk, not bad.
Yeah.
Who knew adding one word before the title of your name would make such a difference?
Everything. Now, the new Spider-Man, when I saw the preview, first time when I saw Avengers, I went to 3D. So, the Spider-Man preview I found kind of annoying because it wasn't 3D. I don't know. It's just, the angle they're going with the story. Ooh, this is what really happened to Peter Parker's daddy, and you think what happened to Peter Parker was an accident? Yes.
Well, duh.
That's how it's always been.
That's the whole origin basis. Well, look at it this way.
Yeah.
Stan Lee has been directly involved with all the Disney Avengers related movies. Yeah. And he's had cameos in all of them. Did you notice Stan Lee didn't have a cameo in X-Men Wolverine? You want to know why?
Why?
It wasn't made by Disney. It was made by 21st Century Fox.
Oh.
Yeah. Without Stan Lee's guidance, they'll do whatever the hell they want. He's the guy to make sure that it stays at least somewhat true to what it's supposed to be.
So he's like the opposite of George Lucas. Like, Stan Lee needs to be there to make sure everyone stays in line. George Lucas needs to have people who stand there and make sure he stays in line.
Yeah,
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean, I liked Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, but when I saw the preview for the new one, just that one scene in the preview with the guy with the knife, I laughed.
That was pretty awesome, yeah.
That
Like,
was funny.
Spider-Man is supposed to be witty like that. I liked
Yeah.
to see that.
Yeah. He was sarcastic, he was funny, and...
It's like, oh no, small knives, you found my weakness. So awesome.
I honestly haven't seen that preview. I saw, like, the first preview that came out, and it didn't look very good, so I was like, It was like him just, like, kind of running around the city with, like, this
that
new
one.
Peter Parker guy. And it was it doesn't really look exciting at all. It looks, like, kind of crappy.
I don't know if it's
It looked
true
like
or not,
Mirror's Edge.
but
Yeah.
It looked like
this
gameplay
rumor-
footage from Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
Mirror's Edge,
that,
Spider-Man edition.
Actually,
The
that would
one-
be a legit game. When they make a game for that movie, it should be like Mirror's Edge, because Mirror's Edge was the shit.
The bonus scene in Avengers, the one like after all the credits, I guess it's only in the American version of the movie.
Oh, the
It was
shawarma thing?
actually filmed afterwards.
Oh, the shawarma thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody knows by now. Everyone's seen it on YouTube, whatever.
Everybody knows what the shawarma thing is, so
Yeah.
we're not going to describe what it is, but it's the shawarma thing.
It's funny.
It involves shawarma.
Just the way they did the scene is hilarious.
Anyway,
And, yeah.
but
And
yeah.
I hate spoiling it, but because if you haven't seen the Avengers by now, I don't know what rock you've been hiding under.
Well,
I'm
it's
under
only
a
been
rock.
it's only been like a week and a half.
Yeah.
I'm
So
planning on going soon, so...
we should.
Dude, you haven't
Yeah, we
seen
should.
it? Ah.
I was supposed to go with my friends, but then I was in a no-call zone, so then they ended up taking someone else.
Assholes.
No, it was like, it was the night of, it was like the midnight premiere, so they had to get there early, and they kept on calling me, but I wasn't getting any of their calls, as I was up with T-Mobile up in a no-call zone,
Aw.
and so I was sad.
So anyway,
Damn you,
yay,
T-Mobile! Speaking of midnight,
Thankfully, I'll soon... What?
yeah. Speaking of midnight premieres,
Yeah.
when I saw Avengers the first time, me and my dad were still in Long Beach, and basically they were doing this thing in the Regal theaters where they do all the lead up movies before Avengers. They did Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and then Thor, Captain America, and then Avengers, all in a marathon in one day.
That's like half the day.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it this way. We showed up at the theater at 2. Then
And then you...
we left at 3 in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah.
Today was a good day.
Did they at least give you a
Yeah,
break in
that's-
between so your
They
ass
get
was
20-minute breaks between the movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
After a while, I would have probably brought some aspirin with me because I would have had a headache by the time.
Well, the nice
Or
thing
just like-
the nice thing is Iron Man 1 and 2 weren't 3D, so it was just the last 3 that were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if all of them were 3D, I would not have even done it. I would not have even tried. Because I had like the mother of all headaches the next day.
Oh man.
I felt like my head was gonna explode. But I think it was worth it because I got to see like all the... Because I hadn't seen Thor before. That was the one movie in the marathon that I hadn't seen. So I got to see Thor the same night as Avengers, and I was stoked on that because, I mean, if you haven't seen Thor, then Avengers won't really make sense.
Right.
Mm.
So I was really glad I got to see that. And it was crazy because the Marathon Theater, the one that we were in, was the overflow for all the other midnight release theaters, so ours didn't fill up.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was only like a single theater with like maybe a dozen people that were actually doing the marathon. And by the time the Avengers thing came around, there was like a ridiculously huge crowd outside the doors for the midnight release.
Wow.
And then once the doors opened and all the people came in for midnight release, they filled up every single one of the other theaters. Like all the other like single theater things, like they were all playing Avengers, and they all filled up, and we had maybe a couple dozen people overflow, and we were still only about 2/3 of the way full with the theater.
Wow.
So we actually got to do a midnight release without the theater being like hella packed. It was pretty awesome.
Nice. Yeah, they were it has been really blowing up with the Avengers. Everyone has to see it, which I haven't seen it. Yet. I will soon be seeing it. I have to plan with my friends. When are we going to see it? For the few that haven't.
But yeah.
It was a good movie. I
really you gotta watch. The most important thing is you gotta watch it before it gets spoiled for you.
Yeah.
Because the spoilers will become more and more and more prevalent.
All these Tumblr comics at the talk that are being posted to the GII thread on Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Must ignore comic thing.
Oh, who has taken
for the most part, they're pretty funny, and even if you haven't seen the movie, though.
Yeah.
And of course, we have. Did everybody take the red versus blue survey on Rooster Teeth?
I was in the middle of it, and then I had to do something and kind of forgot about it. So I'm gonna have to redo it. It's tough. Yeah. It's tough.
I did. I really had to think hard.
Like, what's your favorite quote from each of these series?
Yeah, my favorite.
Like, what's your favorite episode in each? What was it?
I'm Michael J. Caboose and I hate babies. I love that one.
I can't decide on a favorite quote from Caboose.
Oh, I know.
So I would just say all of them.
Yeah, you can't. They can't. How can they expect? There's so much.
To be honest, I'm probably gonna have to rewatch through this series.
That's what I'm gonna do. I was in the middle of going through doing the survey thing. And then I realized, you know what? I need to just watch through the whole series again, just so I can...
Especially when they ask your favorite Andy quote.
Oh yeah, it's like, I loved Andy. I hope they bring him back.
It was great when Andy's like, "Hey Caboose, high five!"
My favorite
I don't
red
do that
versus blue public service announcement was zombies. Because
zombies, yeah, that was...
Yeah, Zombie Plan. I do that one too.
Money. That's hilarious. And of course, countdown to the premiere of season 10.
Oh yeah.
Does that happen?
Yep, the 25th.
Memorial Day.
Yep.
Oh damn.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's great. Well, it's hopefully it won't slow down too much when it does.
It will slow down.
Oh, it'll slow down, but I mean, obviously they're preparing and they're going to have like a crap load of bandwidth because of all the people that come on.
Yeah.
So, hopefully,
for the most part,
like it'll slow down, but hopefully it won't. They'll have enough bandwidth that it won't slow down too much.
Yeah, with the exception of like our Red versus Blue like premiere nights, the videos work pretty well for me.
Yeah.
But then video nights, I have to wait for it to load so long.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched Zero Punctuation?
No.
This is kind of a reference to like, on the website they have it on, they have the best possible video loading. It takes about a second. The whole entire video is loaded up, and I'm just so happy with it. It's like so epic. Like YouTube can't even compare. Although admittedly, you do so much bigger. Which is the reason why they can't do something like that. But it just works out.
I'm really interested to see where they're going to go, with this.
Yeah. It's been 10 seasons, or it's been their 10th season.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see, like, what are they going to do with Carolina? Because you can't have her in Reach unless unless Bungie's going to give them a special hack where you can have that helmet.
Yeah.
Unless they're just going to have her just with the animation, which is what they did at the end of the last season.
Yeah.
Or if Halo 4, they're just going to bust out that helmet just cause.
I don't know. I mean, with the capabilities they have now, they could probably stick the Carolina helmet on whatever Spartan they want and have it at like, as far as game footage. Like, they could take game footage and just stick the helmet on if they want to, because they have the technology.
Yeah, it's true. They have so much resources now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, if this was the first season, or first couple seasons, they probably would have had a much tougher time with it, but... Now they got like an entire staff dedicated to our animators, which none of us know at all.
Yeah. It's
I love like the thank you video, but there were like a few people like I didn't know.
Yeah. Although I have to admit, I love the part in the video where they're saying, you know, we love you. And although Matt's saying, we love you, no homo, Joel's fuck you was the best.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hey, do you guys know who that one big guy was? Like when they were saying thank you, there was like this one like.
You talking about
not
Nathan?
Not Nathan. No, he was like the fatter guy. It was like thank you, thank you, thank you, and then Joel's fuck you. It was like Barbara, some guy. I think it was maybe Brandon, and then Joel. It was like this one really fat guy who I've never seen before. Well, no offense to the guy if he's listening to this right now, but you're awesome for listening to this.
Let me look that up, and I might know who it is. Let me look it up.
It's a pretty epic video, though. If anyone who you've probably already seen it if you've seen this, but if you haven't, definitely go look up the Rooster Teeth thank you video.
Yeah, thank you for 1 billion views.
Can you imagine getting 1 billion views? Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean,
that is crazy.
And you know what's funny? The 1 billion views video already has 1 million views. That's so crazy.
I know. Of course, you know.
I love Matt. He's like, we've been writing, filming, and he's like, and machinimating videos. It's like, that's just awesome. It's like,
machinimating.
You know, I'm really sad. Ray William Johnson has almost 2 billion views. I don't like him at all.
Who's that?
He's the #1 most subscribed guy on YouTube.
Really?
He's incredibly boring. He's like, take Tobuscus's cute win fail videos and make them not funny.
Ew.
He basically just puts, that's his entire show, which is just, he posts popular, YouTube videos and makes comments about them. They aren't even like funny like Tosh.0 or Tobuscus.
Huh. What an asshole.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him. A lot of people really don't like him. Although I do like he made a band called Your Favorite Martian. Just really cool. It's just like this animated band.
Yeah.
They do some cool music videos and etc.
Speaking of favorite Martians, I wish My Favorite Martian was a better movie because I liked that actor. Seriously, it's like Back to the Future guy. How can you not like the Back to the Future guy?
I didn't like
he powers his DeLorean with garbage. That's what's up, and it travels through time.
You aren't talking about Michael Fox, are you? Or are you talking about the old
guy? No.
No.
I'm talking about the Doctor.
Oh, okay, the Doctor. I don't remember his name.
Christopher Lloyd, the actor.
Okay.
Yeah, and he did My Favorite Martian, and I wish that movie was better. Like, My Favorite Martian was okay, but seriously.
There was a movie called My Favorite Martian.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
The Inspector Gadget movies were awful.
Yeah.
With Matt Broderick? Oh, come on, really?
Yeah. He did a remake of Music Man that was horrible.
Was this the guy from, not Star Trek,
Matthew Broderick?
I don't know, I'm looking at pictures of the My Favorite Martian guy. It looks like the guy from, what's this one old, it's really old, it's like black and white, it's like a space one, where they have the weird robot thing and they're traveling around.
Space?
Yes.
No, he wasn't in that.
Yeah, there's some fat dude. Who is that fat dude?
Oh, you're watching the video now?
Sorry, yeah.
I don't know who he is. He's given an independent spot like a normal person. It's like,
yeah, he's just this random fat dude. Like, what's up with that?
Was Kara in that video?
And he says, "We love you" or whatever, and it's like just some fat dude with glasses. Like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Maybe that's Adam of like IT.
I thought Adam was pretty skinny.
Yeah, I thought that too. So I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I don't think Adam wears glasses.
Ray works at the office now, but I don't think he looks like that either.
Ray wasn't there for it. Although, wait. What do you think of this picture, maybe? This might be Adam. I don't know. Here, I'll see if I posted it in the chat. You take a look. It's from his RT file. But he doesn't wear glasses in any of his pictures, though.
Huh.
He is kind of a bigger guy. I've only ever seen his, profile picture. I've never actually looked at...
No.
He is kind of a bigger guy.
That's not him, though, because I got the video paused.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, that's not him. I got the video paused on the frame, so... It's
I guess
possible,
they
but not
over
very likely.
Adam. I didn't see Adam in there.
That's true, they kind of did. Grr.
He doesn't have very good pictures of him, though, on his...
Yeah.
Adam is cast and crew, though, which that'd be a total dick move if they kept them out.
Well, then again, I mean, shit, somebody else. Well, there's a bunch of, people that did RVB voices that weren't in there.
Yeah.
Well, like
Tucker.
Oh,
The dude that did the Tucker voice wasn't in there.
Jason.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know why he hasn't been in any of the Rooster Teeth shorts or anything
Yeah,
like that.
he had one Rooster Teeth short, and that's it. He had the, I guess, Keep It Authentic. That was his one.
Oh, yeah. I guess he was kind of like, who's the guy who voices Wash again?
He's the bald guy.
Yeah, I forget his name. I should know it.
Evil
People
frozen
from
blue bald
Steve
guy.
Probably. I don't know, but he's pretty awesome though, and he just had like 2 videos, I think, from when he goes back in time, etc. I still miss the first season of Rooster Speak shorts. That was easily the best season.
Yeah, I think the best short or my favorite short was Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking Out Loud?
Thinking Out Loud.
Oh yeah, that was the one
so
with
cheap.
Nathan in it. And...
Yeah. And like,
isn't that where like they were trying to get everybody else to do stuff?
Yeah, exactly. It's a report. Jeff doesn't want to do reports, so he keeps like passing it to the next person. It's awesome.
And it just ends up making its way back to Bernie.
Yeah, exactly. And Nathan shows up and just gives him the stare down. It's great.
My personal favorite was it was the one with the computer. Where it's trying to take over the world. I forget what you call it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Let me see. First season.
Computer trying to take over the world.
It was Warning/Error. That one was the best. Where Joel like messes up his computer and it becomes self-aware, and then Gus has to come over and try and fix it. It's like, I think the computer just wants to be understood because it has real feelings and everything. Gay. Dude, that was really gay. Dude, I was totally gonna say that. All I can picture is now that, like, seal picture where it just says, yay. I just picture that seal saying it in that voice.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, most of the stuff that's, that's really old on RT, like the, I guess the Supreme Surrender and, that other thing they did, the Stroyant series, like, they were pretty funny, but do you know anyone that thought Strangerhood was funny?
I've had a few people. It was okay. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Yeah. I got through 3 episodes, and that was my cap. I couldn't go any further.
Although I did like all their other, like, Machinima miniseries.
Yeah, like, 1-800-MAGIC, Panics, stuff like that.
Yeah. The Strangerhood wasn't the best one they did. I wish they'd do, like, another Machinima other than just RVB.
Yeah, because RVB is, like, turning, like, less and less machiniminating.
Yeah, it's more Monty's and the other animators are taking over now. Which, even with the humor,
which is great.
It seems like the funniest stuff is, like, with the animators. But, whatever happened to the good old,
the whole monster thing,
machinima?
like, the whole thing they're doing, like, it's great, but it's not machinima. Like, it's not machinima anymore.
Like,
it's still awesome, but it's just not machinima anymore. So
like, it doesn't have that old-fashioned red versus blue feel.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, the first three or four seasons were the best.
That's what made it really good, is because, it was just them capturing, playing with Halo and then adding voice. It made it that much great.
Well, yeah, it was just inspired by the random things you do when you're playing Halo multiplayer.
Exactly.
Because I did all those things they did. I did. Like fighting over whose warthog is whose, just all that stuff. Just like random spying and just doing stupid things.
Gosh.
It would be cool to see. I don't know if it would necessarily end up so great. I'd say it has a 50-50 chance of being awesome. Is if like the B team ended up trying to make a machinima from like maybe Call of Duty or something like that, or like Minecraft.
Wait, who? Who's the B team?
Like the B team, like Chris, Marshall, Michael, Gavin.
Right. Jack.
The B team.
Like all the people that aren't in Red versus Blue.
Yeah, pretty much. Those are the B team. Oh, and Carrie, I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, Dragonface.
Yeah. They keep on bringing in new people who try to bring in like new flavors. Because it just feels like, I don't know.
You don't need new flavors though. That's the thing.
Well, like, how excited were you when Gavin came back though?
I was pretty stoked on that though. Gavin is funny as hell.
Yeah.
He kind of gave. He was a part of RT Life being funny. Mm-hmm. Like RT Life was, it's kind of stupid. Like the cinnamon challenge made me laugh my ass off, but other than that, it was like, they're just overproducing it. And I like the thing that Bernie said, where it's basically, we're overproducing it and kind of scaled it down. And the whole like having flip cams and randomly filming stuff, like Gavin set that off and made that awesome.
Especially with the helicopter episode.
That was pretty good. He's got skills. Gavin's got a helicopter.
Yeah,
did you watch the Minecraft Let's Play?
Oh my god.
That is probably my favorite video with Gavin in it.
Probably.
Like, normally he's like the dumbass in the video.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, normally Gavin's the dumbass, but he's like progressing so fast, and then he just screws up all their tiny little progressive they've gotten after he let them just swim on their own.
Because none of them had played it before.
Yeah. Although Ray had played it for This Is, so he at least had some experience.
Yeah.
And Jeff had played the tutorial, so he knew how to make stuff. Like, he knew how to make glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they screwed over Michael. Normally he's pretty knowledgeable, but they were like, oh no, you can't play the tutorial. But that's part of what made it funny, though.
Yeah. We were like, what the
Who's the other person in it? There were 5. Ray, Gavin,
Jeff.
Jack.
Jack. Was Jack in it?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Jack,
that was
Jeff,
the fit.
Jack, Jeff, Michael, Gav, Ray.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's such an epic one.
It was pretty awesome. And he's like, I made a point just to... It's like, the first thing I was going to do is go make a bucket and then get some lava. And that's all. And it's like, you son of a bitch.
And then Michael dies and then spawns inside the house that's covered in lava.
Wasn't the latest Rage Quit Mike did Minecraft?
It was, where he was
Yeah.
Gav was...
Yeah, they're doing a lot of Minecraft stuff. I can't wait for more of that.
Well, Minecraft is one of the biggest, like, gaming phenomenons in a lot. Like, Trials Evolution set a record for downloads on Xbox Live Arcade, and then Minecraft comes out and just blows it out of the water and sets a new record that's, like, nearly double.
My favorite Minecraft video is the Diggy Diggy Hole one.
Diggy Diggy Hole.
Diggy Hole.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of Blues Evos. I like their what's it called? the Shadow of Israfel
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
I tried to keep it up with their other videos, but they're like 15 minutes each, and it just spent so much time, so I just stayed with Shadow of Israfel.
Yeah, you guys are talking about you're talking about the whole machinima thing, and like Red vs. Blue is like kind of going away from the machinima thing. It's our job. It's our job to keep machinima alive.
Yeah, keep it alive.
Because nothing else is any good. Like RB and the Chief was okay a while ago, but that's not really that good anymore either.
It's not even really machinima. It's more of them playing around with dolls.
Yeah, it's like half and half now.
No, it's like them playing the video game with the character, and that was it.
Well, that's what it started out at. There's machinima stuff in there now, but you know, it's not that funny. But it's like, I don't know. There was some dude that did something where he went through this whole dramatic thing like, oh, machinima this, machinima that, oh, it's so great, blah blah blah. The guy, and I looked up the stuff the guy made. It was crap. It's just horrible.
Well, when I first started writing my machinima script, I spent an entire day just watching Halo machinima. And I was just...
It's all garbage.
It's all garbage. I was like, oh.
Oh, especially with like a lot of stuff with like Team Fortress.
Oh my god.
It's just like this random crap, and it's like, whoa, is that really supposed to be that funny?
Yeah, and I just like... When I started writing, like, I can't let this happen, you know? I was like you have some videos that they had beautiful, you know, scenes and stuff, but then you get to the voices, they're like really loud.
Yeah.
And you're like grabbing your volume on your speakers going, oh my god, my ears are bleeding.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, especially if you go to like the actual machinima, in which case it's all the good videos are actually just animations.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which, have you guys seen the new channel which they actually just put all the good videos on, which basically makes the whole machinima thing kind of pointless?
No.
Oh, a new machinima.
They made
new channel by
it
machinima.
Was what's it called? Happy Hour, which basically they just attach all the like good videos from machinima.
Yeah.
And just give you a directory once a week.
Interesting.
I still subscribe to machinima just because I want to see it the moment it comes out. Just want to keep on refreshing my page.
Right.
Yeah.
But like once a week they'll come out and they'll give you a directory of all their good like animation videos and et cetera and so forth. That's really, you know, it's a really cool channel, but then it's just like, why should I bother watch anything else on their channel, on the machinima channel?
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen the ASDF movie thing? It's a YouTube thing. One?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those things are hilarious.
What are they?
You've never seen ASDF?
No.
Oh my god.
They're like 2-minute long videos of like really simple animation that's like hilarious random stuff.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, they recently made
I'll send a link
one.
to the first one. Yeah, I just noticed that. I'll send a link to the first one. It's so funny.
I wasn't that big of the fifth one though.
Yeah, the fifth one was okay, but like the first,
it was okay.
Like
the first four were amazing.
Or first three, yeah.
Ah, that train kid.
I like trains.
Jay, you're laughing. You don't even get the joke.
She doesn't even know what it is.
You guys are just so odd.
Just let me and Chad have our little inside joke.
Okay, you and Chad have your little inside joke. I'll just sit here.
Yeah.
Just sit there and smile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay is meant to be seen and not heard. Even though we're doing a podcast, so I don't know.
And she hasn't even been seen either.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, you literally don't have any pictures of you on your RT profile or even.
I know.
He doesn't have pictures of her on the internet, period.
I'm assuming you're just actually your cat Bruno, and you're just pretending.
Hush!
She's just another cat. I knew it. Cat's trying to take over the internet. Bad cat.
No, he's not. Where is he anyway? He was in here with us. Oh, here he comes. Hey, he's here. Hi, Bruno.
Sup, cat?
I'm trying to get... Usually he'll talk, but he's not going to do it tonight. Because he sees I have my headset on. So if he sees I have a headset on, normally he's a very vocal cat, but if he sees my headset on, he's very quiet. He hasn't performed for audiences.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Look at that picture I just posted. I want...
Oh my god.
Okay, for those who can't see it...
Bastard!
It's like this huge setup of every single video game console ever hooked up to an HD TV.
And you know they all work.
We gotta put that on our public page for people to see.
I was jelly of, the AVGN guy.
Yeah. God, dude. You got N64, all 3 PSs.
The original Nintendo.
The original Nintendos, the original Nintendo, the Super Nintendo.
The N64?
Yeah. It's even got a mini NES. You know how hard those things are to find? The mini NES where you'd stick the cartridge in the top vertically, like you wouldn't shove it in and stick the thing down.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's an Atari?
I think that is.
Top row, third from the left.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
That's an Atari.
It's kind of tough to tell what they all are. But
he's got the Sega systems too. He's got like a Genesis and stuff like that.
PS1, PS2. He probably has the Xbox. He has the PS3 up on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
looking for a 360. I don't see a 360.
Oh, he's an Xbox hater. Oh, I see.
Oh,
I see how it is.
No, well, hold on, let me see.
I don't see a regular Xbox either.
Yeah.
Xbox.
What a little bitch.
Although, looking at this picture, a lot of the systems look very similar when they're just black boxes.
That's true.
So if you own a game system that is a white box, you are a racist motherfucker.
Well, the bottom... No, that's a PS2 at the bottom.
Mine has black sides. It's like the hand thing. Like it's the hand thing, one side's black, one side's not.
Wow. That's a serious video game player, man. I don't even see Xbox controllers. I see PlayStation controllers. 1, 2, 3.
Well, a lot of the controllers aren't there, though. Probably has them in like a drawers or something. To be honest, though, I do have a lot of old school gaming systems. I even have a Jaguar, although I don't have any controllers for it.
Wow.
Atari Jaguar. Wasn't that like the last system they released?
No, I thought the Sega Saturn was the last thing. I still have a Sega CD.
No, Atari isn't a part of Sega.
Oh.
They're different.
Yeah. Atari is separate.
Sega, the last one was the Dreamcast.
Yeah, I have a Sega CD still.
I don't want to get one of those. Although the only good game for it is Sonic CD.
Yeah.
But I'm an old school gamer collector.
Games I play all the time.
Oh, man.
Sega CD. Oh, Sewer Shark.
Oh, I saw reviews of that. It's supposed to be so awful.
It was.
Like the movie. They're like awful movies made into a video game.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
Yeah. Basically, you're this pilot in the sewers, and the only way you can get to this vacation island and retire is to beat the game. But throughout the game, once you get to certain points, they show you these stupid videos of, co-workers and shit on this beach island sipping foo-foo drinks. It's just really stupid.
And it's like, you bastard, you are there and I'm not.
It's one of those games where you're playing it and you sit there and think to yourself, as you're playing it, why the fuck am I playing this game? I think it was for the sheer thrill of beating the damn thing, which I finally did.
Nice.
And after that, there was just nothing left to play.
Like, there's nothing left for me here. The N64, man. I remember I had an N64
GoldenEye.
a while ago. Oh, man. I basically, what we do is we go on eBay and get all the old cheap games, and like tons of old cheap games. Like, we have a library of N64 games, like tons of them. Like, we had Duck Dodgers. In the yeah, we had the Duck Dodgers for the N64.
The 24th century!
Yeah, that was a legit game, actually. That was actually a pretty good game. Totally silly, but that was actually a pretty good game.
N64 is definitely hands down the best gaming system ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though it did have a really weird controller.
Yeah, the controller was funky, but
it was like, it
it
worked, but it was like, when you first saw it was like, how do we hold this?
Yeah.
And like the left side was only ever used for like if you wanted to adjust the camera.
Yeah, or if you played one of those games, it was like it's like a classic compilation with like Root Beer Tapper and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I played that.
And like Joust, the compilation game that had Root Beer Tapper, Joust, Dark Star, stuff like that.
Where was that on? I played that.
Oh,
you're giving me such a nostalgia rush, and now I don't even remember.
It was on this. It was this game that had like these 6 old school things. It had Spy Hunter on it too. The OG Spy Hunter was on it.
Only Chad, you'll probably only get this reference. That guy over there, he's playing Galaga.
That was awesome. It's like, probably wouldn't have noticed, but we did. You notice the clip right when they leave, he turns it back on again?
I know.
It's so legit.
Anyway.
Sorry, spoilers. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit that out.
Where I used to work, before where I work now, one of the managers brought in his N64. And the managers being who they were, where we used to keep the stock in the store, they cut out a hollow part and stuffed a little 13-inch TV in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then they put the N64 in there, and they had a little door where you could close it. So if upper management showed up, you could hide it. And we had GoldenEye tournaments, multiplayer.
Oh, damn.
And we had a dry erase board. So everybody's, win-loss ratio was on the board.
Oh, that's what's up.
We forgot to erase it one time.
Oh, no.
And came in, and they're like, oh, what are these numbers? And my manager thought of something really quick. He's like, that's our sales, customers to sale ratio, whether they sell. They're like, well, what's Jay's name doing up there? She's not a salesman. And they're like,
Oh, sorry, minor typo, better erase that.
Like, yeah, what is she doing up there? And he erased it. But that is funny.
Oh, Chad, I don't think it was on the N64. I think it was on the GameCube. It's Midway Arcade Treasures. It was on the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and PC.
Oh, dude, I played the previous version of the Midway collection that was on the N64. There was the Midway Arcade Classics that was on N64 that had Joust, Root Beer Tapper, and the other stuff I mentioned, Spy Hunter, etc. You had those, and then it had like, I think it only had like maybe 6 games.
Oh, here it is. It's Midway's Greatest Arcade Hits, Volume 1. Defender, Robotron, Sin Star, Joust, Root Beer Tapper, and Spy Hunter, and
That's it. That's it.
I think I had this one. Yeah, I played all these games. Like the one Sin Star one was probably the funnest one. It was really weird.
Sin Star was crazy. It was like Asteroids, except you were trying to kill this big head thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a crazy
really
game.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Sega Genesis, the Phantasy Star series. Do you guys ever play those?
Wasn't that a console
role playing game?
No, a console MMO, the Phantasy Star Online? Or am I totally wrong?
After a while, it did become one, but the very first ones were just your standard RPG console game.
Right.
Yeah, and I played those. What else? I forget the other one, what it was called. It's for the Nintendo. Dragon something, I forget what it was. Darn it, I can't remember it. Anyway, yeah. I used to love the RPG games. Not so much anymore. I think once I started getting into Halo, I kind of got away from being into role-playing games. If I had not gotten into first-person shooters, I could probably sit and play Skyrim until Armageddon and not get sick of it. But now, I'm just so impatient. Like, I'm running around Skyrim for like the first 20 minutes, and all I want to do is shoot someone in the face. I don't care about a sword. I don't care about throwing people around with some weird power word. I want to get a gun and shoot somebody in the face.
You got to get the PC version. I'm sure you can get a.
Yeah, you could probably
where you can get guns.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
And then
that's what Fallout is for. That's what Fallout is for.
The first
Best
time
of both worlds.
Dragon,
yeah.
I stood too close to it after it was dead, and I got killed. I was like, damn it! What the fuck? I don't even know where I am in the game anymore. I haven't touched Skyrim in...
I haven't touched Skyrim either.
I haven't touched Skyrim in a month more.
Well, dragons can, speak like normal people, because they're, there's that one big dragon you talk to.
I haven't played the game, so it didn't make sense.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. So
basically, they're like people, but just dragons.
Oh.
And they will randomly swoop down and kill people?
Yeah. Well, it's your job to kill just about every single one of them, so they're all evil.
Nothing can attempt
every
to die.
dragon is evil.
And when I respawn...
There's like one good dragon, and that's it. Like, every other dragon's a complete dick, so...
Well, I respawned once, and there were 2 dragons.
I remember once, like, when I was early on, there was just this one dragon who would not land. So I had to keep on shooting him with arrows, and my arrows did, like, 1 damage.
Land, you bastard.
So I eventually, after dying 10 times, I was like, fuck it. I just got on my horse and ran away.
Fuck this. Fuck this.
Well, I know there are people that love to have, they have Shadowmere kill dragons for them because they're too lazy. Because, Shadowmere won't die, well, unless you, throw him off a huge cliff or something. But,
Shadowmere?
Yeah, the horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood horse.
Yeah, the horses. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing won't die and it'll kill enemies. So, I've heard stories of, dudes where basically what they did is they would leave a town and they could get attacked by 3 dragons and they would just go hide and then the horse would kill them over the course of an hour and a half.
Yeah, horses are pretty epic to have alongside you. Even just a normal horse is cool too.
Yeah.
Although I'm one of those good guy Gregs in the story. I'm always trying to help people.
Yeah.
Lame. Oh. Yeah, I forget where I was. I just finally just put the controller down and said, I'm sick of this now. And then I moved on to Witcher 2, and I didn't get very far with it. And I was like, okay,
wow.
I'm done playing with this now.
I'm personally, like I said earlier, on the most awful part of the original Sonic Adventure on GameCube.
Yeah.
I'm on the cat part, and I can't
skip
because I'm reviewing the game. Yay! It's so awful. I finally beat the first level right as we started the podcast. I was so happy. Because it's so annoying. I caught 20 fish, but the stupid, frog that you need to catch is avoids the lure at all costs unless you put it right in front of his face.
Wait a second.
But the fish won't go away, and there's no way you can immediately pull out the line. So once you have a fish on your lure, you have to catch it, or else you're fucked, and then you lose a life if you lose it.
Wait a second. Why are you reviewing the game again? The adventure games?
It's a new YouTube thingy.
Yeah, I'm making it on YouTube. Yeah, it'll be my second episode. I'll be reviewing the 2 Sonic Adventure games. My first episode, I'll be reviewing the My Music news series by the Fine Brothers. You know, the guys who made the Kid React series.
Right.
Which so even Tobuscus got on there, and Boxy is on that. Is actually actual character on there, and then Tobuscus and this what was the name of the one actress? It's the one girl who does like the what's it called? She made there's this one really famous pretty famous actress who came on who does this one like really nerdy like Xbox show or YouTube show. It's pretty famous. I forget her name.
Oh.
It's like where they all play WoW or something, and she's like the main female. I forget her name. I'll have to look it up right now.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely looking forward to doing this once I haven't started recording it yet, just because I'm waiting to get a camera.
Yeah.
So then it'll be like half like of just video footage of either the video game or the video, or if I plan on doing a movie or a TV series of that.
Yeah.
And then half of like me like doing funny skits and reacting to it and et cetera and so forth.
Cool.
So not unlike Freeman's Mind.
Freeman's Mind?
Have you seen Freeman's
Isn't that
Mind?
Is that on Machinima where he plays Half-Life?
Half-Life. Yeah.
I watched his latest one in which it was just him playing it, in which I never saw him actually outside of it talking about it. He was just it looked like just a playthrough, and it was pretty funny and amusing, and I just never got around to watching any of the other ones.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I probably will check it out, but I have so many other videos I watch. I definitely have to cut down on videos I watch, especially with Tobuscus, with his gaming ones. Like, you sound really disappointed with that. Oh, you watch Tobuscus gaming? Oh, I hate Toby Turner. I'm gonna slap you, Chad, for stuff I'm putting in your mouth.
Oh my.
Wait, what's up?
And that's what she said? In a really weird way? That's what she said.
Ooh.
What are you into, Chad?
Creep. Pervert.
I don't even know what's going on.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm having a conversation with you without you. Basically what's happening.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I first, after reading the articles, at first I was kind of when it came to Halo 4 coming out. Now I can't wait for it. Just what they do with multiplayer. I just want the part where you're on a ship and you can do these missions. There's like 5 missions every week, and you can do them.
There's a holodeck.
It's a holodeck, yeah. It's basically.
Yeah. Except Halo, so it's a little except it's Halo, so it's a little manlier and less Geordie banging fake chicks.
Ouch.
That happened. It's messed up. Who goes in and cleans that up?
Bow wow.
Because everything disappears that's not, real.
That's not a visual we need to give ourselves or...
Well, the quick change subjects, the one actress was Felicia Day.
Oh, from the Guild?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
She made a cameo along with Tobuscus in episode 3, which they both felt like they were really underused, especially Tobuscus. Like Tobuscus got a total of 2 lines. At least Felicia Day got used a good amount.
That sounds so wrong just now, what you just said.
Yeah.
I'm a pervert.
Well, Felicia Day was basically this like European metal hipster. It was this really creepy dark humor, but it was still kind of funny. But I hate her like cousin who's indie. But that's a discussion for my first episode. I'll leave for there. But Felicia Day did a good job with what she had. Or at least I'm assuming this is Felicia Day, because they don't release the names of any of the people who are actually playing. Like, I can just assume, I don't know, it's really weird. Like, the scene, who, like, I'm 99% sure is Boxy. Have you guys heard of Boxy?
No.
It's like this huge, you haven't seen Boxy, she has like 30 million views or something. Although Jay has also not seen the ASDF movie, so I'm not making it too huge of a stretch with this. Basically, it's this girl who was kind of trolling people with this character that she made. Second video is Boxy. First video is the My Music one, by the way. for them who I'm sending the links to. Are you gonna have a link dump for this? I'm assuming, Chad.
It's on YouTube, but I can try.
And also, Chad, are you still recording this?
Yes. Yes, I am.
That's
Yes,
gonna
I
be a
am.
mantra.
If the audience is wondering why I've been, they've been saying, hey, is it recording? Hey, is it recording? It's because the program I'm using to record kind of messed up, and it basically, we went through recording, we went through recording a podcast and it didn't record, and it sucked.
3 hours worth of podcast gone.
Yep.
Gone.
3
gone.
hours. Because the thing is, my program, it said recording on, and it's like, oh, okay, awesome. And it didn't record a thing. It was so horrible.
Just his reaction, as everyone was leaving, and suddenly this dead silence, and Chad saying, oh no, oh God, don't do this to me. No, click, 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 click. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I realized something was wrong.
It was bad. I ended up, I got so mad at what happened. I said, excuse me while I punched the wall. I didn't punch the wall. I punched a solid core oak closet door, and I almost broke my hand. The thing is now bowed about a half an inch, top to bottom.
Wow.
Anger issues.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to calm down. Chillax.
Well, I was
Play
pissed.
some-
Well, because the thing is, screwed up the podcast before that as well. We couldn't use the one before that, and then we had to re-record, and you were there when we were...
Well, that wasn't your fault for the one before that.
I know it wasn't my fault, but it was okay, we gotta make up for it, let's do this, and then I screwed... Or it wasn't even my fault, but it got all screwed up, so... Grr.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know how fast you're going to get this out. I doubt it'll be in time, but for the listeners that don't know, we are taking part in the RT26, 26-hour-long podcast being done by Late Night Jenga Jam to promote ticket sales for RT Philly.
Yeah.
So make sure to tune in for our 26-hour-long podcast that will be tomorrow.
Yeah, we will have actually an hour between 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch us, we'll be live streaming. Oh, God.
Are we going to have to censor ourselves, or...?
No, from what I understand, he just wants us to be ourselves.
Okay. Assuming you don't insult the advertisers, Jay.
Yeah,
Oh
don't insult the advertisers again.
Well, what happens was...
the first, the moment you get is that T-Mobile ad is so fucking annoying. That's exactly what you said. It's that's the first thing you said when you got in as a guest. It's God.
That T-Mobile ad is fucking annoying.
Oh, the BrunoBlargg podcast is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Man, Coca-Cola really sucks. I'm more of a Pepsi kind of person.
That's basically what you did.
Well, what sucks about Ustream is they can be talking right in the middle of something, and the ad just comes on, boop. So whatever the person's talking about, they're still yapping, the ad's going, so when the ad goes off, they're still talking. So you miss a minute worth of what they're talking about.
That's how they get you to pay for it.
Yeah, it was they've done it, and then they come back and and you're like, what the fuck did I miss?
You feel like you miss good stories when the ad comes on.
And it's the same fucking ad. I don't care that the little pink chick has gone from being Little Miss Frou-Frou to Little Miss Badass on a motorcycle. I don't care.
I wish it would just be something that would come up at the bottom or something, and it would come up so that we could still hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come on.
And
or even if it was most Ustreams aren't videos.
Yeah.
So if it was just silent, that would be so awesome. But they don't want to. I don't know. It's just a way of encouraging us to pay for memberships.
Well, what happened with me is I forgot as soon as I got into the podcast. I forgot they were live. I totally forgot. So me, I said, Chad knows how I am. I'll say whatever's on my mind at the time. I don't care what it is. And I just opened my mouth and it came out. Of course, after I said it, I remembered because Chad went after the quiet.
And it's like, oh yeah, we're live. Oops.
Yeah.
Come on, Chad. Gotta cover that.
Yeah, my oops moment.
We'll just blame Chad. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just
He's
blame
supposed
me.
to be covering you.
Yeah, so we are told to be ourselves and, yeah, for an hour, which is kind of frightening, actually.
What, being ourselves for an hour?
Yeah, exactly.
Without insulting everyone we know?
We'll piss off somebody, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
Yeah, speaking of
That's
people...
show business. You're always gonna piss off somebody.
Yeah, we don't care.
No matter what you say, you're always gonna piss off someone.
Exactly.
Hi, I think hi is offensive. You should say hello. Punch
Well,
it.
that's like that. That's like the Christmas PSA for Red versus Blue, when Doc is like, "No, happy holidays implies holy. Some people aren't religious." It's like he goes on and on about how they can't say certain things.
What was the final thing they settled upon?
A random numerical greeting with no implied emotion. That's what they ended up doing.
That was another good PSA too.
Yeah.
I miss O'Malley back when that really, helped emphasizes Doc's character.
Oh, yeah, O'Malley was great.
Now he's dead, so we can't bring him back. Although now they never really had him in the last season. But they were kind of trying to go with serious with the animation, and his voice is very comical. So I think that was the main reason why we didn't really hear him.
Well, I think that's a reason why Wyoming didn't really talk either.
Yeah.
Because Wyoming sounds pretty funny. It's so crazy how many voices that Matt does.
Yeah, Matt is a great voice actor. Yeah, I personally, if I had to pick any character from RVB as my favorite, I'd pick Sarge. He's my personal favorite.
Hell yeah, Sarge.
Although most people would pick Caboose if you want to pick the mainstream answer.
I'd pick Griff because I can relate to him the most.
Red team for the win. Woo.
Exactly.
What about you, Jay?
Suck it, Blue. She likes Tex.
Who's my favorite Red vs. Blue character?
Yeah.
Oh, Caboose.
Knew it.
Wait.
Hands down, Caboose.
She's gonna be one of those
I thought your favorite was
stereotypes.
Tex.
Oh, no. Although I've been told my personality's like Tex, but...
Yeah, I could see you being Tex.
Yeah. But Caboose is my favorite. He's always been my favorite. And it just seems to me, when I started watching... How did I start watching Red vs. Blue? I found it by accident on the internet. And I watched the first episode, and then I kept watching more and more and more. And then I bought the DVD set, and I watched, everything. And I don't know if it's just me or if everybody's seen this, but it seems like Caboose gets stupider.
He does.
Really...
He starts out as a normal person.
His brain cell count goes down.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of like at the end of first, like sort of like in between the second one.
When it hits best laid plans.
Yeah.
When you hit best laid plans, then he goes nuts.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite episodes, period, for Red vs. Blue, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of dumb characters do that, like Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, Bart Simpson. Was Peter Griffin's son? How am I forgetting his name? Chris.
Yeah.
They all started out as like these kind of dumb characters, but were overall normal people. And now they're like, borderline mentally retarded, especially with Peter Griffin and Chris Griffin.
And Caboose is just, Caboose.
Yeah, like barely functional.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole episode of Family Guy when the Peter is retarded episode.
Oh yeah, where he gets, diagnosed.
Yeah.
Although I thought it was pretty funny when he starts kicking down the doors.
in the ladies' room.
I'm retarded. Yeah.
Well, let me show you how things work down here. I was like,
wide.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Good episode.
It is. American Dad is pretty good. And of course you got Seth MacFarlane coming out with that movie where he does the voice of the teddy bear.
That looks pretty funny.
Yeah. He's just, Seth MacFarlane, salute to him for pushing the censors to the limit.
Yeah.
I want to go into the room where all this stuff is that the censor said you can't do that. Because I would love to see it.
It's like, what's the list of things you can't do?
Oh, I know.
No,
Like,
I personally, I have a college radio, show, which I do during, like, my school year.
Uh-huh.
It is, like, incredibly, unspecific on the rules. They're like, you kinda can't say it, in which case someone recently tried to sue them for it being, like, unconstitutionally unspecific. Because it basically just depends on, like, who's running it and how much money you're willing to, like, spend on it and how well you can explain saying this on the air.
Yeah.
And that's basically how it goes. There's no real set of rules other than, you can't say the common, curse words, fuck, ass, whatever else. Although you can say the N-word without any type of discrepancy.
Right.
Which is really dumb. Although some people do censor it, but that's just...
Hey, you never
TV
know. A
station
black guy may be on. Hey, they use it all the time.
Boondocks. They use that like 100 times during the Boondocks.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I love that show, but it says the N-word so many times.
Oh, I know.
I feel a little white guilt right here.
And no, the reverse racist guy, he's hilarious. Where he's like white supremacist, but he's black.
Yeah.
You know which guy I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Where he thinks that he isn't actually black.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I was really surprised, though. One episode, Red Foreman said the guy who plays Red Foreman, and then he was like the principal in this episode.
Yeah.
He said the N-word, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, no one's on this? What? Am I the only one? I was like so surprised. I don't know. Because it like ruined Kramer's career. Or, the guy who played Kramer.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to allow it to be said on this podcast. We're not ruining this podcast, Chad. I know you're wanting to say it right now. We're not ruining this. We're not going down with Kramer.
Like Kramer.
We're not going out into the slums with Kramer.
What's wrong with Kramer?
Have you ever seen that video where he says the N-word a bunch of times for like a comedy show?
Yeah, he's doing some kind of comedy show somewhere.
Career.
Oh.
So that's the reason why you never see him in movies anymore. That destroyed his career.
Because he's
just
white.
Like, another person's career who just went down the toilet is Mel Gibson. What the fuck happened to him?
Well, I'll tell you what happened to him.
Movies, Passion of the Christ?
Part 1? There are two parts to the demise of Mel Gibson. Part 1, DUI.
Yep.
The drug thing. Part 2,
yep.
A movie called Get the Gringo.
Get the Gringo?
Get the Gringo. He's in a movie called Get the Gringo that came out this year. It was gonna be in theaters, and then it went straight to home video. It went straight to streaming.
Wow.
That's basically just
how
get the N-word for white people.
Oh.
Yay.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
and it's Mel Gibson supposedly being... Basically, he goes to a prison, befriends some little kid, and they escape or something.
Really?
So... God, it's bad. Really, really bad.
Oh my god, wow.
Good thing Toku isn't here, or else he'd be very offended.
No, but I got Ryan calling me right now. Go wait for him.
No. Wait, who's Ryan?
He's our guy from the Yukon.
Yeah. Mr. Canada.
Like, oh, Kaneda.
Yeah, he's up in the Yukon territory.
Too blind.
Yep.
First I thought you meant UK, and then I thought you meant the Ukraine, and then it's like, where are you talking about?
Canada.
Yep. Yep. He's up there. He can see Alaska from his house.
No. Oh wait, yeah, he can see Alaska from his house, can't he? Or it's close to it.
And then Sarah Palin can see Russia from her house.
Well, her statement was you can see Russia from Alaska, which is completely true. And then, of course, the Saturday Night Live thing was like, I can see Russia from my house. Yeah. But her original statement was that you can see Russia from Alaska just by looking with the naked eye, and that is completely true.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's lately Obama's been supporting gay marriage. Do you think he's actually supporting it, or do you think he is saying it because Romney's against it?
I think he actually supports it.
I think
you say.
I think he's full of crap and saying whatever he can to get reelected.
Well, of course. He's a politician. And beyond a normal politician, he's a liberal politician, which is a bit worse. So it's like, for him, it's one of those things like, he has major supporters that are mostly, he has a lot of Muslim supporters. He has a lot of support from the Middle East. His biggest supporter, damn it, what's his name? Shit. Like billionaire dude, crazy rich, but old and ugly.
Donald Trump?
No. Donald Trump is against Obama. I'm talking about somebody that's like money supply for him.
What's he like? Is he that one eccentric guy who like flies around the world a couple times?
I don't know.
Are you talking about the Virgin guy?
No.
Cranston? No.
No.
Yeah. When you're just saying like random rich guy.
Yeah, it's hard to. That's the thing is like he's not a well-known person, but my brain is not helping me out here.
No comment.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway, some rich dude.
As well as one thing, Obama put out a thing where now the 2012 election, the votes will be counted by a company in Spain owned by this billionaire that funds Obama. Somehow I think that's illegal.
I don't know. Oh, that might be like dude.
It's like having the votes counted by a company that your biggest benefactor owns. And it's not even in America, it's in Spain. That cannot be legal that he just said it and it happened. He just, did an executive order or whatever.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it. Although it could be one of those, 6 steps of relation kind of thing. I don't know. Like, you're bound to know somebody through 6.
No.
Degrees of separation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I heard. I didn't hear that from a person who heard it from a person who heard it from a person. I actually heard it directly. That actually happened. That's real.
But how did we get onto this from the homosexuality thing?
I don't know. Well, it was an Obama talk.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's move on to something else.
Okay.
All right. Of course, I do have to mention this. It really sucks that the Queen of Disco, Donna Summer, passed away today, and it sucks because her music was like when I was a little girl. When my parents would turn off the TV on a Sunday, and all we do is listen to music all day Sunday. Donna Summer was one of the things that we listened to because my mom liked her. But yeah, it sucks she's gone. She was actually in the middle of making another album when she passed away. So
wow.
Oh, that'll be another money maker.
Yeah.
They always die in the middle of making a new one. and then they make a ton of money off of it.
Yeah, but of course
what really sucked was speaking of musicians dying. Obviously this is like way out of date. This is like 2 years later.
Yeah.
But Keith Elam, Guru, he died a couple years ago, and him and DJ Premier were gonna make another Gangstar album, which I was hella stoked for because I'm like real big fan of the 90s style. As DJ Premier calls it is street music. You can't really use the word hip hop now because it's been so corrupted by all this garbage.
It's not what it used to be.
Although, whenever they do, like, newer ones, it's never the same, you know?
True.
I don't know, Moment of Truth was their newest one, and it was damn good. I still think my favorite...
Although, do you want Ice Cube to come back and do a...
oh, God!
No.
album?
Although I
Maybe
think...
Will
I think
Smith
Nas
while it's at it.
I'd say Nas should do another Illmatic. Because the Nas Illmatic album was just pure dopeness. Like, it was...
No, everybody's holding their breath waiting for Dre to drop something.
Well, Dre is constantly dropping stuff. Dre is constantly producing for everybody and his sister. It's, you know...
I mean, when I first heard Snoop, he probably has one of the most original voices in rap that there is.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg is like a very distinctive sound. Like, you know who it is when you hear it. But in a good way, like Snoop actually sounds like an MC, as opposed to other people that are distinctive sounding that sound like garbage. You know.
I have to confess, I am a Lil Wayne fan. Not a huge fan.
I think he's
okay. The thing is, the problem is, he doesn't write his lyrics. He freestyles. That's it. That's all he does is he freestyles.
But it's like every song he's on, if people want him on their album so bad.
Well, of course. Look at
Jennifer Lopez.
He's got amazing raw talent.
Yeah.
But his voice is kind of annoying. You kind of have to admit that.
You can only take it in small doses.
And two, because he's freestyling, nothing he says has any true meaning behind it. Nothing he says is personal. Everything he says when he raps is just random things that come to him that rhyme.
Now Eminem,
and it's like the OG hip hop stuff, like from the early like the really good stuff from like the early 90s, the stuff that tells a story, the stuff that actually, that's stemmed off of like soul and funk and stuff like that, where it like a song would have meaning and heart.
Yeah.
These new guys like Lil Wayne and
like that.
All that
good
stuff.
thing ass rhymes with ass, or else this hip hop shit would be really hard.
Yeah, exactly. Same could be said for the N-word as well.
Yeah. Huge with Public Enemy. They were huge when they were, you know.
Oh, Public Enemy?
Or if we want to keep on talking about rap people who died, the Beastie Boys, they were a good rap group.
Yeah, when the members
they were kind of like rock and rap. Yeah.
Yeah, they were different.
Yeah,
they were unique. They were their own people.
And they were white boys too, which made it really interesting.
It was I was never a Beastie Boys fan, but I was like, it's dope that they were just doing their thing. Like,
yeah.
They weren't trying to conform to one thing or the other. They just kind of did their thing.
Yeah, they kind of changed over the years. I kind of like the earlier years better, which was kind of more rock mixed with a little bit of rap, than like the later years when it was mostly kind of rap and it was kind of this weird sound.
Yeah,
but it was still good. But it was still all right. But in the newer stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed that that DJ Premier is kind of like supporting some of these newer guys, like
you gotta get with the new stuff, man.
I know, but it's like it's against the stuff that he knows is what the music really is.
Like,
but,
who newer guys do you like?
There are some newer guys that are legit though, like
What do you think
Anybody
Wiz?
involved with Mellow Music Group? Anybody involved with that is really, really dope. Like Shawn Mackey, Journalist 103. There's, what was the other dude? That's a little bit bigger of a name. Odyssey, for one. He's producer MC that's gotten pretty, somewhat big. I know the Trophies album that Apollo Brown and OC came out with is really sick. Like, really dope. But OC is like an OG guy though. He's like, one of the original, like, hip-hop heads from the 90s, so that doesn't really count. I was stoked they put that album out, though, because it was sick.
I have to say, I do like 50 Cent.
He hasn't made anything in a while, though.
I know, but, I guess, never mind.
Yeah, I think Eminem's overrated, for one. Like, another one of those, like he's really, really talented.
And actually,
really talented. Like, he knows how to.
If you come to St. Clair Shores, Michigan, and go to a business called Gilbert's Lodge, you will see the job application that Eminem filled out when he was, I think, a dishwasher there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like right down the street from me.
That's the thing, is like, I'm not saying that white rappers can't have soul, because they definitely can, but Eminem just, like, he's got that raw talent, and he's really good at it, and, obviously
and he writes from
popular.
experience. He writes on circumstance,
Yeah, but it's like,
happened to him.
But he doesn't put that emotion into the tone in his voice. Like,
I don't know.
The way he spits is always the same. The words may have meaning, and that's great, but it's like, I don't know. Like, you can't always get the emotion. Like, you don't always get the emotion.
But I don't know if I agree with you on this one,
I'm just nitpicking.
I feel pretty moved by his stuff.
Yeah.
Eminem is one of my favorites, personally.
He's very cool. I've had the pleasure of meeting him, so...
oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy. He is. Where I used to work, he used to get some of his stuff done there. And, yeah, he was really, really cool. Yeah. That dude's still married to him, though.
I mean, he's a damn good MC. I'm just not really feeling his whole style.
Well, look at the evolution of Kid Rock. Kid Rock started, from his, I Am the Bull God days to, he just kind of slid over almost to the country. Which is, he crossed all those, he's like leaped every fence on his way. He did the rap thing, he did the rock thing, and then he did the country thing. He's kind of, I don't think he's been seen for a little while.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, in a way you can kind of see, like, he made his money, I guess he's kind of earned his downtime from, everything he's done and everything. But, I've been lucky and been able to meet both, Eminem and Kid Rock.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so they're, it's... The one thing I could say about Kid Rock is he's actually, in person, he's kind of shy. And it's like you put a mic in front of me, somebody else. Yeah. But, yeah.
Well, I remember Mick Jagger described himself that way. Is when he puts on stage, he goes on stage, it's like something else takes over.
I think the next big celebrity gasp, if anybody were to pass away, if Mick Jagger were, it'd be like, whoa,
If he died?
If he passed away, yeah. It would be like...
Hey, rules of threes, man.
I know, we've got... Yeah, I know. Don't call me that, you're fired. No.
Oh. Okay, I guess I'll leave now.
You're fucking fired. No.
Can we just blame it on Chad and move on?
I'm just blame it on Chad. Chad, you're fucking fired. No.
It's most likely this didn't even get recorded, so don't worry about it.
Oh, ow.
Don't.
Let's get Bruno's opinion. Hold on. Bruno? You're lucky he's sleeping right now, so.
I think sleeping means agrees with man of chance.
He's curled up in a ball. He has his front paws wrapped around his back legs and has his back legs pulled up to his forehead.
I'm pretty sure that means agrees with Shawn.
Yeah, he's dead to the world right now.
Which makes total sense in relation with you, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Oh.
That's right.
See, what else can we talk about here? It's annoying.
Are we going to talk about Halo 4 again?
No, I'll tell you, just to show, how smart Bruno is. I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast before, but I know I've told Chad this story. I had to drop my brother off at work one morning, so I thought, what the fuck, I'll go to Tim Hortons and get some little donut holes, they're little Timbits. And I had to be at work at 1. So I go home, drink some coffee, eat some Timbits, whatever, and I go get ready for work, and I hear this noise in the kitchen, and I'm like, well, what the hell is that? Bruno had not only, on his own, opened the Timbits box, but had picked out his favorite flavor of Timbit and was eating it on the kitchen table. And when I came in and said, what are you doing? He just stopped, looked at me, and just went right back to eating the Timbit.
It's like, what do you think? You brought me my favorite.
I don't know how I got the box open.
Oh, it's one of those, like, you push it down and then the 2 flaps come out?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are... I've had a cat.
So he's just like, oh, hey, nom, 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 nom.
Yeah. He doesn't like the plain ones. He likes the glazed one. And the only glazed ones were at the bottom of the box, so he literally dug it out of the bottom.
That's awesome.
Cat's an evil genius.
Well, at first he tried to hide what he was doing from me, but, the box being open kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, my cat likes Timbits.
So I'm picturing you and Bruno have this conversation every night. You say, so Bruno, what are we doing tonight? Bruno says, the same thing we do every night.
Try to take over
Jay. Exactly.
I take over the world.
Yeah,
that's the reason for BrunoBlargg.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You know what our plan is? We're going to put him, once we get like an office space, we're going to put him in a room, and we're going to charge people $6.95 a month to watch him be a cat. And then every once in a while, like, you never know when it's going to happen, some hot chick is going to come in scantily dressed and either feed Bruno or pet Bruno or brush Bruno. There's people out there that will pay
genius.
It is.
People have weird fetishes. Why not hot girl plus cat fetish?
Yeah, and Bruno, he'd love it because he is a boob man.
Well, there was a hot girl plus dog thing on Uno for a while.
My friend,
you know about that?
Is built up by my cat.
Although hot girls and cats are pretty much the internet.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, did you see that? Did you see did you hear about on Uno? There was this one chick that was like notorious for basically banging with her dog while videoing on YouTube. Ew. Or not on YouTube, on Uno. On Xbox Live.
What?
Yeah. There was like some messed up chick
with her dog while she's on Xbox Live.
On Uno.
Is that like you have video chat with people at the time?
Yeah, Uno was like the first like crazy social game that on Xbox Live that had video chat for everybody. And
I wonder if she got reported or if there were a lot of creepy people who didn't report her.
Well, I know she did it for a while, but then and then it just stopped, so I'm sure she got booted. Like something happened. But man, this is some messed up stuff. Well, obviously there's always like on Uno is notorious for the dudes, the dudes that pull up the dicks and stuff. Like my brother, my brother developed like impeccable Uno reflexes, where basically like he could go into a room and then instantly know if a dude's gonna pull out his dick or not, and then leave. It was just like, it was like
the same
Spidey
for chat roulette.
It was like Spidey sense, except for creepy dick dudes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But people pay for the weirdest shit.
It's true.
Honestly. Seriously. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I guess we could take, BrunoBlargg and go forward with it, but no.
No. Well,
no.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that. Yeah, I got Ryan bugging me here. He wants in on the podcast, but
what do you want, Ryan?
Well, I don't want his mic. He always sounds like he's broadcasting from a porta-john or a bathroom stall.
We're just about at 2 hours now, too.
Yeah, I know. So if he comes in, well, we can find out if he actually punched a starfish in the face. Acts of violence against nature.
He said he'd take a picture. He said he'd take a picture of it, so he has to do it now. He has to punch a starfish in the face.
Hold on. I'm gonna bring him in. All right, here we go. We're bringing in Ryan.
Gasp.
Yo.
See, I told you. Doesn't he sound like he's in a bathroom stall? Say something.
What?
Doesn't he?
How do you even know that I sound like I'm in a porta-john? This is the first time we've spoken tonight. I don't get it.
It's because of your connection and your mic and stuff like that.
And background noises.
Yeah.
Was this a long time thing that you're just mentioning now?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
We just kind of laughed about it behind your back the whole time,
Okay. Well, that
not intentionally behind your back though, because you just weren't around.
Well,
it's not like we'd save talking about something negative about you for when you're not around. We just happen to be talking about it.
It's just really weird because it felt like it was coming from just today only. It's like I haven't spoken to anybody. So what the hell?
Nah, you always sound your mic always sounds like you're in a porta-john.
Weird. Oh.
So did you punch a starfish in the face?
Sadly, no. I couldn't find one.
No.
They all hid.
Bummer.
Where would you consider the face? Like the sticky part or like the other part? Like which side's the face?
That's a good question.
I declare it to be when I'm punching it.
It's like, I will punch you in this face. Punch.
We went out snorkeling to this one bay, and there were 3 sections in the bay. And the first section, which most people are in, is just after where the waves break, so you can't get out to Section 2 unless you want the tide to suck you out to Section 2. So Section 2 is much deeper, which is where I thought I'd find the starfish. So I went out to Section 2, and there was also a turtle feeding ground, like a natural feeding habitat for them.
Yeah.
So I figured I'm going to go there and see the sea turtles, and I'm going to try and find a starfish, which is why I was doing the countdown, because that was going to be the day I was going to find one, and I got the point of view camera for it. I was going to go down there and like try and film some turtles and turn around and like big punch a starfish and then turn around and look at the turtles again. But there were no starfish. But I did find turtles, and one turtle shit as I was trying to tape it. I had the footage somewhere.
Nice.
So as I'm looking at it, floating on the surface, thinking, oh, this is cool. I'm getting ready to like breathe, and like I'm pretty sure you can hear me sucking back on the snorkel, so I'm ready to go down. And all of a sudden I see like shit come out of the turtle's ass, and it starts floating up towards me, and I'm going, oh god. Like, thinking, oh god, I don't think I actually said that because the snorkel was in my mouth, but I stopped, was like, ugh, and then like I saw a fish like go up to the shit and start like eating the shit on its way up. Pretty sure I got it all on tape. You know? I didn't have to date the next one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's horrible, dude.
I had a great time though. I found the feeding grounds. I found a few turtles over there.
Yeah.
So that was fun, snorkeling in those guys.
Yeah, so we've been, like, what, we're 2 hours into our podcast now, so, yeah.
Nice.
We were going to be wrapping it up here in, like, 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The airlines, I swear to God, I was going to punch someone in the face.
What airline did you take?
It was Air Canada down to Vancouver, and then Vancouver we switched to United Airlines and flew United from Vancouver to San Francisco,
yeah.
San Francisco to Hawaii.
United's shitty.
Well, we left Whitehorse. I'm pretty sure we were on time. If not, we were only a couple minutes late. We got into Vancouver, and then from Vancouver, they were extremely late. United was. So, like, we sat there, like, we ran around, and we were trying to find a way, and, like, we were, like, told to call people. No, sorry, it was Whitehorse that was late. So we got to Vancouver, and we had to switch into the international side, so we had to go through customs and everything. But the Vancouver airport is so poorly laid out that you don't even know there's like a small little cubby hole in the middle of the airport that you have to go through to hit customs. So we ended up like getting to the other side of the airport, and then we found our gate on the other side of a glass wall that we couldn't get to. so we turned around and had to like run
which airport is this?
Vancouver.
Oh my god, I've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that place sucks.
And we were told that there was going to be like a cart waiting for us. So as soon as we got off the airline, they refused to get us the cart, and we ran to the other side of the airport, realized that we were on the wrong side of the glass. We flagged down a cart, and they dropped us off in the right place. We had to go through customs, and we had to run to the other side of the airport to get on the plane. And we literally got on, sat down, and like stowed away our luggage, and then took off.
Wow.
Like it was nuts. We finally got to Hawaii, had a great time in Hawaii, and then on the way back, frickin' airlines kept messing up again, and we stayed in San Francisco. I think we were delayed two or 3 hours, and we missed our flight from Calgary to Whitehorse. And they just kept getting delayed and delayed, so we ended up getting there. Well, then they started saying, well, it was a weather thing, so that they weren't going to cover our hotel stay or meals or anything. So we were like, they were saying that they were going to put it all on us, and we're like, no. Like, we were where we were supposed to be. You guys weren't.
Yeah.
So we ended up going through all that crap with them, and we ended up spending last night in Calgary. We were supposed to be in Whitehorse last night.
Wow.
So then we ended up, they ended up taking care of everything, and we go to the airport today, and we left a little early in case there were going to be any problems. And luckily, we left early. So we got to the airport, and they couldn't find our reservation. And then they started saying that the plane was full, and we're like, you're fucking kidding me. Then they started looking. Well, apparently there was like some cancellations or something, and they had bounced the reservation back to United Airlines, who had made our reservation, because they were the ones who fucked up in the first place. So they ended up like, it took them like 45 minutes to an hour to figure this crap out and get us on the plane. I was like, oh my god. Finally, we get on the plane, we're like, we're gonna be in Whitehorse, we're getting back home. Just as we're getting ready to land, a pilot comes on and says, oh, sorry about the delay in the flight, because we had to sit on the airport strip there for a little bit before we were able to take off. So the pilot says, sorry about all that, but apparently we were overweight on the plane, so they had to take some luggage off the plane.
Oh,
so they said 16 people's luggage had to be taken off the plane, and 16 people going to Whitehorse is half the goddamn plane. So half people's luggage couldn't make it to Whitehorse, and I'm going, how the fuck do you not get half the people's luggage? Like, what shitty plane design does this? Because you're allowed, like, each person's allowed 50 pounds of luggage for free. Going from Canada to Canada.
Like, what was there? It's like, what did you have? Nothing but bodybuilder passengers? And they were on a tour? They were on a tour to Whitehorse?
Oh my god, so we landed, and of course, like, Kat and I looked at each other, and we're like, there's no way our luggage made it. I mean, the gods are shitting on our faces right now, so of course, both of our luggages did not make it, and we ended up, I think we have to have it delivered to us tomorrow, because they said they rerouted it from Calgary to Vancouver, and they were hoping to make the flight from Vancouver to Whitehorse, and yeah, they missed the flight too, so our luggage is sitting in Vancouver right now.
Never fly United. No.
Yeah, I recommend JetBlue.
Wow, that's an awful story, dude.
Yeah.
At least you had fun in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a great time. Boy, I got tons of photos, I got tons of video. It's great.
Nice.
How many days were you in Hawaii?
Jeez, we were there 8 days.
Nice.
8 days, yeah. We left Monday. We got there Monday night. We spent the week there, and then we left Tuesday night at 9 or 10 o'clock it was 11 o'clock at night we left.
I have to ask, did you go to a real luau?
No.
Really, you didn't?
No. There's a couple, let's see. There was a couple of dances and stuff that they were having. So there was a marketplace that you can go to. There's an international marketplace you can go to where every night they were having sort of special dance thing where you can see the girls in the skirts doing their little thing. A couple of guys in the background playing the ukuleles, but I don't really consider those to be real. That was just a little fake show they put on for the tourists. Where the guys on the beach with the drums and the ukuleles and the fire spinning and stuff. Yeah, no, we didn't get to see that.
Girl.
Now, were you on the Big Island?
Nope, we were on Oahu, where Honolulu is. Technically, we were at Waikiki Beach, which is considered part of Honolulu. So we spent our entire time on the island of Oahu. And one of my friends, who actually is living with me right now, his friend got married, so he was on Oahu for a few days. He left the day before we did to go to Maui. I don't know if they were going to hit the Big Island or not. But yeah, we spent our entire time on the one island, and believe me, there was so much shit to see.
Yeah.
We were not bored.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
This is taping, right? This is being taped.
Yeah, we're at about, we just hit about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
yeah, we're going to wrap this up. Yeah.
We can wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. So, anybody have anything they want to add? Anyone? Where
are we going for lunch?
Are amazing.
I mean lunch. It's 12. It's midnight.
So where are we going for dinner?
We're gonna go eat lobster with
Yeah. All you can eat lobster. I'm gonna go for a second time tonight.
Lobster at midnight.
Yeah. All right. So everybody's done. We're good.
Yeah. We've run long enough.
Yeah, I think we have too. I think people are sick of listening to us now.
Well, they're never sick of listening to us.
All right, well, this is Jay. Go ahead, guys.
And etc.
Okay, come on, you gotta do it one more time for me. Do it, Shawn.
We introduced ourselves before already.
I know, but I gotta hear him say it again. Come on, do it. Do the man a chance thing. Do it. He's not going to. Now he's blushing and laughing.
You're making me laugh. Is there anything in particular you'd like me to say?
You know that I can hear you blushing. That's
Jay, please contain your orgasms.
God, Shawn, just do it.
Hello, ladies. I'm the man of chance.
I love it.
There you go.
Right.
Super silky voice. I might only be able to do one tone.
But it's the Shawn tone.
But it's the perfect tone.
And
I do it perfectly.
Our annoying guest here, Ryan.
Ouch.
Well, don't worry, Ryan. This episode probably wasn't even recorded anyway, so...
Oh.
Ouch. That was below the belt. I felt the sting on that one.
Good thing you did, because I did.
Let's see, hold on. I don't have a calendar. What the fuck? Hold on. We'll be taping our next one?
Tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow will be...